this isn't like a big thing, but sugar was a big problem back then because a lot of people were addicted to it, and they were addicted to rum. And the rum, I believe, I'm not an alcohol expert, but you need sugar to make it. And that was a crippling industry, kind of like fentanyl of today. That was like the fentanyl.
Sackler family.
Yeah, exactly. That was like the fentanyl.
The opium wars. You start seeing patterns. You look at all these things.
Yeah, that was like the fentanyl of its day, and they got everyone hooked on rum. The pirates and the rum. The pirates would drop the rum off at different cities and take advantage of the people when they were drunk.
They destroyed native cultures with alcohol because they don't really tolerate it very well.
Totally.
I don't think they have the same enzymes, so they don't handle alcohol well. But this massive, I grew up by some of the Native American reservations, and it's just sad.
So, dude, this St. Thomas connection, it goes so deep, and literally, like, this is the first podcast that's going to break this. Nobody knows who this is.
This is all brand new to me. I'm like blown away with so many things today.
Moses Levy goes to St. Thomas and starts his family. I think he had like a son who was already born or whatever. And he's in the Caribbean. He's getting rich. He's a big, big slave trader. Well, one day, Jake, this guy has an epiphany. I don't know if it's in his sleep or a sickness or what, but similar to Columbus. He has almost like an epileptic episode, a vision, where he believes God is talking to him and tells him, Moses Levy, you need to start a Jewish utopia in America. Not anywhere, in Florida. Jutopia. They called it New Jerusalem. This is a direct continuation of Columbus's life mission. And it ties directly into Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, the public school system. Why in Florida? Why did they hang out in the Caribbean and Florida? Why was that so important for them? Well, Moses Levy has a son named David. Keep that in mind. He has this epiphany, this experience, and he's a new man. And you'd think the new man would kind of be done with slavery, right? He's like, whoa. I just talked to God, No, the slavery keeps going on. He's still a slaver, but now he has this new mission, and he moves to Florida. And about 1818 was the first time he visited Florida, around there. There's news that Florida is going to become an American territory. And Moses Levy's living in the Caribbean, next to Epstein Island, literally on Epstein Island. I would bet $1 million he put feet on Epstein Island.
Yeah,
dude, it's
just so
like,
wild.
He could see it every morning when he had his tea or whatever he did every day. He could see Epstein Island.
Do you know what they're doing with this island today? Sorry to get you off subject, but is this island still run by these people, or you have no idea?
I don't know much. St. Thomas, it's mostly just tourism. Someone, I think, with the last name Eckhoff has Epstein Island. Nana.
Who would want to buy that? I think they still, could be wrong, but I think they had like armed security for a while after he was dead there, and like,
have you ever connected with Luke Rudkowski from
a little bit.
We Are Change? He's one of the first people, maybe the only one of the first to go get into Epstein Island and film everything like that. But okay, so Moses Levy, he catches word, hears rumors that Florida is about to be purchased by America. This is 1821. He takes his son, and he hears about this deal. Anyone located in Florida at the hour of the purchase, at the hour of the signing of Florida becoming American, will get automatic American citizenship, permanent American citizenship. So he takes his son. Some people say it was 2 weeks. Some people say he didn't even make it in time. Some people say he just had his servant go and, but he makes it there barely in the nick of time. Into America, buys property in Florida, and settles in Florida. And when it strikes midnight or whatever, whenever they sign the deal, he's an American citizen. A total new identity. Total new identity. He changes his name a little bit. His son changes his name a little bit. And now they are the Levy family. Levy. David Levy, Moses Levy. That's how we know them today. But they had different names before that. Almost more Arabic sounding names.
How the name changing so bizarre to me, and they still do it today, like Benjamin Netanyahu, all these guys.
So Moses Levy's in Florida, and remember I told you, God told this man, this very wealthy Jewish slave owner, to start a Jewish utopia in Florida. He buys 100,000 acres. That's a fuck ton of land back then, especially. They didn't even have that much land, like, how would you say, surveyed. It wasn't even surveyed yet. He just bought as much as he could, as much as they'd let him.
Find, yeah.
Yeah, and about 100,000 acres. He moves to Florida and he starts his Jewtopia. It's called New Jerusalem. He's using the same language, the same terminology that Columbus used 300 years or so before him.
What year was this? Do you know or no?
This is 1820. 1821, Florida becomes an American territory, and they moved there just at the last second to get American citizenship, and then they just stayed. And they moved the slavery operation to Florida. He started a town called Micanopy, Florida. It was the first inland city in America that wasn't on a river or a port, essentially. Mm-hmm. They had a big trading post. He named it after a Native American chief, and he spent much of his time talking to Native Americans about their history, their potential Hebrew Israelite lineage. He was obsessed with this stuff.